got the new pizza coming out on Friday. And if you like the taste of stuff, you're gonna love this pizza.
Doody doody doody. Doody 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 doo. Doody doody doo. Doody. Doody doo doo. I was the turkey all along. Great ghost of Dookie! Why should I help you?
Hey, I helped you when we were transforming into giant balonies.
You're making it up! I'm gonna be sick! You! Stop being jolly! It's been nice working with you, Gurr. Now self-destruct. Finally! No! No! We're normal! We're normal!
Your voices are making me sick.
Hey! You watch what you say around, pig boy! Now, Gurr! Let's go! Before anyone notices!
My heart explodes with joy!
Gurr, your waffles have sickened me! Fetch me the bucket!
I'm coming home.
Goodbye! 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 Goodbye!
Comic-Con, how's everybody doing? You made it. It's Invader Zim. Guys, I'm so thrilled to be here. My name is Hector Navarro, and I just want to say real quick, thank you to Comic-Con for having us. Thank you to Nickelodeon, Joan, and everybody back there for asking me to be a part of something like this. I'm from San Diego, born and raised in Chula Vista. Every time I get a chance to be a part of something like this, it is the best thrill. It's the biggest honor ever, so thank you guys so much for having us. Guys, this is Invader Zim. Enter the Florpus. You're here, you've made it. I want to bring out everybody so that we can get this thing started. So let's start bringing out all of your favorite people in the world. First up, if we can, the creator of Invader Zim and the art director for Enter the Florpus, Jonan Vasquez and Jenny Goldberg. Come on out. They're so fashionable.
Hello.
It looks so good. Jenny, just real quick, when people are going to be asking, where can people get that dress? Nowhere because it's custom?
It's a custom piece. My sister made it.
Your sister made it.
I know.
It's got aliens on it, and it's great. All right, next up, Zim himself and his little buddy Gurr, Richard Horvitz and Ricky Simonds.
Yeah, sit on my lap, Gurr. Yes, there we go. Come on.
All right.
This is how we did the whole show. Gurr, why is your bacon in your soap?
I didn't like any of that.
No, I know. Is that in Enter the Florpus? No, right? None of that?
That was it. That's Enter the
That's
Florpus.
the whole thing. Yeah. That's how it starts.
Oh, no.
And guys, we could not be here without, we have to pay tribute to, we have to respect almighty tallest purple and almighty tallest red, Wally Wingert and Kevin McDonald. Oh my goodness.
I didn't like that either.
No, you didn't like that either, yeah. Wally, you're showing off your nice Gurr slippers.
They are vintage.
They're vintage.
I got them at Hot Topic when the show first came out. And they smell vintage, so keep a safe distance.
Well, guys, let's get this started. Is everybody excited to learn about Enter the Florpus? Come on. All right.
Excellent.
So, we're going to be showing you guys some awesome stuff going all the way back to even like early concept art for Zim, for the series, right? And as we're showing you guys awesome stuff, there it is right there. Look at that. We can be talking about it. Just real quick. Jonan, what are we looking at here? Is this the first ever sort of a Zim drawing? What is this?
It's not...
It's right there.
Oh, okay. It's not the first one, but I was developing the series at this point while still working on comics. This is from Squee. And I thought I'd be clever and like sneak the character into the background. And that's what that is. Also, who's really bummed that Andy and Melissa aren't here?
Yeah.
Like, send them angry messages online just to make them feel bad, just for fun.
Tweet at him.
So, Jonan, first question here. You did it. Zim is back. It is an immortal, hideous baby.
I didn't do it.
No.
You guys did. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. I did it.
Yeah. So, what is it like to come back? What did Nickelodeon have to do to entice you back? Was it Dawn versus Raph? Was that what it was? This was the Ninja Turtle short. If you guys haven't seen it, it's amazing. Was that what it was?
That was kind of part of it. Just the process of making that was kind of the process of working with the people that are there now. When that was 2015, Jenny and I were developing our own thing elsewhere, and it was horrible. It was a horrible experience. So the opportunity to do like a Ninja Turtles short just sounded like a lot of fun at a time when I wasn't having fun, and talks about Invader Zim had started up again, because it had just been a thing that Nickelodeon had been asking about for a long time. So when I was doing that Turtle short and they brought up Zim again, and my experience elsewhere being absolutely unhappy, I just thought the fact that someone wants something and not trying to prove that someone should make something just sounded like a nice break from the general mood at the time. And that's kind of how it happened. Yeah.
Well, let's talk. I want to ask everybody up here, too. Jenny, if you can talk about your experience with Zim, and then let everybody know why you think the original series was so special. Why is it that it assimilated this following, this fan base? What do you think it was about it?
Well, my experience with Zim, I started helping out on the comics. I was art directing those, and that was a lot of fun. But like personally, I grew up with Zim as well, and it was just this like weird.
You literally grew up with him.
I grew up with him.
It was like Mac and me.
He was my brother, and he lived with me. He's Jewish, if you didn't know.
Yes.
But yeah, it was such a weird, dark thing at the time, but like this just bizarre, like gross, wonderful thing that like in the context of like everything else that existed at the time was this just weird special thing, and I feel like a lot of people got a lot out of it for that reason. It was just this, it was so its own special thing, this little island, like the design, the look of it, just the sounds in it, like everything about it was so unique to itself. So yeah, special.
You have it. Richard, everyone wants to know, what was it like to come back to voice Zim? And we're going to go through the brilliant cast here as well to ask the same question, but what was it like to come back? Did you guys all have to do a refresh? Have you been doing the voice every year since the show was done? Is it something that you needed to recap, or has he just lived with you?
Kind of, right? Like, you guys are always
You
screamed
never
at
stop.
to do the
This
voice.
is what it was like. Yeah, this is what it was like to come back as Zim. Grr, ah! That's pretty much.
That's every
that's
other
how
line.
I prepared. That is how I
Not
prepared.
kidding. Like,
Eh,
it ended up being nothing but,
Hey!
uh,
Grr! Yeah, it was.
I think Zim is a little hard of hearing.
What? What? Who are you? You know, it's funny. I've told this story several times, but it was a little. I was a little anxious about coming back to do the voice again. It's been. Well, it'd been 16 years at that point since.
Because you used to be so pretty.
Yeah, it used to be very pretty.
He's still pretty.
Thank you. But Ricky and I have been on the road for the last 16 years at conventions doing a lot of. Yeah, isn't that wild? But for me, I was a little anxious, and when we came back, I even said to you, I said, do I still sound like Zim? And you're like, yes, you sound like Zim. Don't worry, you sound like Zim. So when we did the coming soonish things for Nick, I was like, yeah, that was good. That felt just like the old days. And I made the mistake of reading the comments. But true to the kindness of the interwebs as well, there was someone who came to my defense and said, give the guy a break. He's like 80. So,
You're only
thank you, and you know who you are, and you're out there. I know it.
But you look amazing for 80.
I work out.
But terrible for 70.
That was me. I left that comment.
Terrible for 70.
Yeah, after I expressed my insecurities, you're like at night, like.
That is what I do.
He's not.
That's me writing. That's me writing the show. Hey Jenny, look at.
I called him 80.
Just a little
Yeah. I have a special shirt where just the sleeves are right here, and I just do this.
Grr! Why was there bacon in the soap?
I slaughtered a pig.
There you go.
That was the line, right?
That's the line.
That's
Yes,
classic.
and you just
classic
crossed it.
line.
Question for Ricky.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
What was it like to come back? Did you have any trepidation? Were you nervous at all? And what were the recording sessions like?
Very nice glasses.
Thank you very much. You have nicer glasses. Those are excellent.
What was the question?
I think we got it. We can move on. Question for Wally and Kevin.
Do it. Yeah, keep going.
Wally and Kevin, you guys have some fan favorite characters. What was it like to come back? What were the recording sessions like for Enter the Florpus? What can you tell us about Almighty Tallest Red, Almighty Tallest Purple in the special?
Well, it was a lot of fun as usual because how can you not have fun working with this amazing man right here, Kevin McDonald?
Thank you for
everybody.
lying. Thank you for lying.
Yes.
Thank you very much for lying.
Wow.
I'm not fun. Thank you. I'm not fun.
Purple, you're still as tall as I am. I don't think I like that very much.
Good line.
I got it.
No, it was something that I had been hoping and dreaming of since the show was canceled. This show has got to come back because as I realized that Family Guy was way ahead of its time when it got canceled and then uncanceled, I also realized that Invader Zim was way ahead of its time. I said, someday you people are going to get to an age where you rally to Nickelodeon and tell them we want this back. It took 16 years, but thank you for doing that. And I think the genius of Jonan Vasquez was way ahead of its time, and now its time has come, darn it! Yeah!
Genius. Genius.
Now, we're talking Enter the Florpus, but Wally talked to me right before, and I think this is a perfect opportunity. Wally, let's promote. You got a panel on Sunday, right?
Yes, on Sunday at 4 o'clock, the very last hour of the very last day of the convention, I'm doing a panel solo called I Was Cosplay Before Cosplay Was Cool. Because before Alias was alive, I was making a cheesy Adam West Batman costume appearing at World of Wheels in 1981 after meeting with him. I want y'all to come. I have all photographic proof that I made a Darth Vader breastplate out of pasteboard and vinyl, and I strapped a tape recorder to my chest, and I was walking around, I will have you. When I was about, 18 or 19. So come see all the weird photographic proof, and you will laugh. It'll be funny.
So everybody take out your notes and write that Sunday at 4?
Yes. 4 o'clock, yes. I was cosplay before cosplay was cool.
Meanwhile, Wally, there's a Zim panel happening right now.
Coming, everyone.
There is. And before we get back to the Zim panel, Kevin, you got a comedy show on Saturday. Real quick, let us know about it.
I have a comedy show Saturday night in San Diego. We're in San Diego, so that's easy to get to. And it's at the finest city improv. The show's at 9. It's very short, I swear to God.
I will be appearing at the Invader Zim panel at 1 p.m. today.
Joan and Jenny, question for you guys. At what part of the process are you in right now for Enter the Florpus?
Hell.
Yeah. Yeah, we're at the part where Jenny's doing everything.
I
and
am all
we
the
check in
jobs
on
now.
Jenny and go, how are you doing, Jenny? And she just goes, I hate you. It's seriously, right now it's all
It's just
Jenny.
me crying in my office.
Like
That's
our
all that's
we've
happening.
lost our crew. Everyone got kind of rolled off.
Everybody's
And Jenny's the last of the crew, and she's doing everything while I read.
You sit on my couch and play video games.
I do. I sit on the couch and play video games to support Jenny.
But really, we're like in the process of getting animation back from Act 1, from the wonderful animation studio we're working with, Maven in Korea. They're wonderful. And we're finishing up color for Act 3 and some stray design and stuff, but it's still very much in progress.
Jenny cries.
Jonan, we talked about it a second ago, but what has it been like for you to meet people come up to you and say, I grew up with Invader Zim. It influenced me in a huge way. I work in animation now because of Zim. What's that like for you?
It never stops being weird. It's kind of amazing, though. It's awesome. Like, in fact, I would say a bunch of our crew were those people.
Yeah.
They're much younger, and they just grew. They were little kids when the show was new.
Like Megan, right over there.
Yeah.
She was one of our board artists. and she's
Megan's
amazing.
our board artist, and she
We love
pretty much
her.
handled all of the tallest scenes. So she gave life to you guys.
Thank you very much. Oh. I have a show tomorrow night, Saturday.
Yeah, we've got crew here.
We've got crew here?
We've got crew here. We've got Kevin Manthe in here somewhere, right?
We've got crew
We do.
here.
Where's
Kevin,
at?
are you here?
If you guys could, if you wouldn't mind,
Hey.
stand up. Just
There he is. Kevin Manthe did the music.
He's a composer.
Everybody, round of applause for everybody who is on the crew for Enter the Florpus.
Yeah, where's Brian? Where's Brian Burns?
Brian. Oh, we got Joanne right
Brian.
there. Joanne's our producer, and Rose. And we've got Brian.
Brian invented Catbug.
He did.
He actually did.
He really did.
And Jonan, what are we looking at right here? Are these, just to clarify, are these stills right here? Are these from the original series? Are these from Enter the Florpus? What are we
No,
looking
these
at?
are from the original series.
I colored that one.
Yeah, Ricky colored
Ricky
that.
Remember,
did
because you
that.
told me it was too much.
That's the Ham Temple.
Yeah. You just looked at it and you said, that's too much.
Yeah. But we
And
used
no
it.
changes were made.
Jonan, what did you guys learn from the comics? Because I had a chance to talk to you about a year and a half ago when you guys were working on the comics, and you said, in a very nice way, you said, I feel like the storytelling in the comics is some of the best Zim stuff ever. And when you compared it to the original show, you just felt like everybody was so on their game that it's fantastic. What stuff have you guys learned while working on the comic, if anything, that you're bringing to Enter the Florpus, to the world of animation?
I don't know if it's so much the storytelling as much as the process. With comics, there's a much shorter turnaround. Yeah, that's kind of it. There's a much shorter turnaround. So you come up with a joke, and then the next month, that joke is out there, and people either think it's funny or they hate it, and you're like, whatever. Versus this thing, which I wrote, we wrote it in 2015, and we're still making it.
Yeah.
And and I look at the stuff, and I'm just like, this isn't funny. This is like, is it funny? You lose the context. You don't know if it's funny anymore. Comics are the closest thing that I have to being spontaneous.
Yeah.
It's a month turnaround versus years of turnaround.
But it's funny.
Is it?
Yes.
See,
it's
I need
funny.
I need people to remind me.
Yes.
Like Kevin actually just came in and did music for the teaser that we're going to show, and seeing it give extra life to a thing reminds you, like, okay, it reminds you, like, oh, this is cool, and you forget. So when you start seeing animation come in, it's shocking, and then you remember, oh, they're alive again, though.
Yeah.
When you see, Jenny's colors, or when the voice actors come in, these things kind of reinvigorate me and kind of bring me out of my funk where I think, oh, I've made a mess. I've made a horrible thing. I mean, it might be a horrible thing still, but I don't know, and I hope it turns out okay. But that's the big takeaway for me, is getting reacclimated to seeing this stuff come to life outside of my own head, seeing everyone's influence and getting used to that influence. It's weird, and I'm never going to get used to it, but it's neat to have happen again.
That's awesome. Question for the cast. Have any of you guys actually seen any finished animation from Enter the Florpus yet?
There is no finished animation. No.
It's on
Even the
animatic.
thing that they're going to see.
Okay.
We have not
Yeah,
seen
it's super work in progress.
It's like first
Like-
takes.
Yeah, you
Like,
showed me an animatic.
no processing.
Yeah, we saw an animatic. We saw
of
yeah, but
They may not even finish it.
You guys haven't
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
any animation.
Gotta stay realistic.
yeah.
Let's be realistic.
Yeah.
We should have had Comic-Con like a few months later. Come back in a few months.
Okay. Question, Jonan. Are any fans of the comic going to see anything that they recognize in Enter the Florpus?
Yeah, there's little bits. There's things that people will like. Even in the teaser, people will see things that they recognize from the comics. It's kind of its own thing.
Yes.
It's just got jokes and moments that I was just particularly in love with. But yeah, there'll be some comic stuff in there.
Just a round of applause for those.
Oh yeah, it's completely silent too. The movie. There's just words. So that's from the comic.
Just a round of applause.
Gee, thanks.
Well, we needed the actors to come in and perform so that the letterist
Right,
get the feel.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you spell
I just do A
Yeah, yeah.
G G G
Oh,
H H
G?
H H H.
You do G's in there?
Oh yeah.
G?
It's to soften.
Oh, to soft.
No, because otherwise it's ah.
Oh. No. Oh.
The G's are like for the ah.
Yeah.
No,
No.
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 Richard, what is a normal interaction with an Invader Zim fan like for you?
Like this. Girl, why was there bacon in the soap? Next. No. Not at all.
It's like do the voice.
Do the voice.
Sing the Doom song.
Sing the Doom.
Dance for
Yeah.
me.
Yes. Dance for me.
Please open.
We own you.
Please open the elevator door.
Do a little dance.
Ricky, is that like a zombie scenario where the elevator doors are closing and the fan hands go and you're like, ah?
It's genuinely a great experience 98.99% of the time. But that 0.1%, that's not how you said it. That doesn't sound like grr.
Do you get people correcting you?
Oh, yeah. All the time.
Especially little kids. Like
Oh, but they don't know.
Yeah, they're like, he just didn't get it.
My favorite thing, there's two things. There's two true stories about fans that Ricky and I had encounters with. One guy goes, yeah, the first thing was the guy has an entire sleeve of Zim. He had the house, he had Zim, he had
On his
Gur
flesh.
on his flesh.
Yeah.
And on the back goes, could you autograph your name on here? Because we want to sign. We want to tattoo your signature. And then another guy goes, oh, I got a Zim tattoo. And he pulls down his lip. Zim on the inside of his lip. And then one person, Ricky's signing an autograph, and she bit him.
Yeah. Oh, that was in 2007, yeah. She was 14. I was signing an autograph, and she bit my wrist. And she hung on for a little bit. I don't have any kids, but I assume they stopped biting at 14. I don't know. But she I think her jaw got tired after a while.
Yeah.
She stopped after a while.
Yeah.
Every full moon, Ricky turns into a fangirl.
I started with lipstick at the forehead. Just
Kitty ears!
like her hat just pops out.
Yeah.
Like those super painful werewolf transformation scenes.
That was totally American Werewolf in London, wasn't it? I know what you're doing.
Yeah, totally.
But it shrinks instead because I'm becoming tiny.
Yeah. I just
Getting smaller.
That's part of the American Werewolf line is like, which is like Ricky in the morning.
Does that answer your question?
Wally and Kevin, you guys probably get asked this all the time too, but do you record together? Do you record separate? What are the recording sessions like? How much improv? Because you guys are hilarious. How much improv do you get to have with the almighty tallists?
I think, oh, sorry. I was too close to the mic. I apologize. I'm going to go farther now.
What?
Okay, I'll find the middle place. I could be wrong, but I think that I've never done a tallest without you, Wally. I think
Correct. We're always together, yeah. And Richard's usually there in the ISO booth because he's very loud.
he's very
What?
loud. He's in the yes. And we do ad lib. I remember once we ad lib something that you really liked, and the Nickelodeon person said, "That's too dark," and you know it, Jonan.
You know it. You know it, Jonan.
Like they've told you that a million times before.
But my bitter Tala story that made me really bitter was I had a great line that was originally mine. I think Red was supposed to say, it's not stupid, it's advanced. And then when they sent it to the animation, they actually animated Purple saying it.
But it's your
so when
voice?
it came, it was my voice, so that you had to loop it, and so it was Purple's voice, and I was like, and then when that line showed up on a T-shirt, I was like, ah!
Sorry.
Curse you, fate! Anyways,
People who are...
you did it better than I did anyway.
No, that's a lie. People come up to me every now and then who are like 24 and they ask me to say this, "We are so much taller than you." But I don't remember how I said it.
Only 24-year-olds?
You just said it like you.
Just 24-year-olds.
Not 25, not 23.
Just 24.
Just 24 years.
Yeah, interesting.
Jenny, in case people aren't aware, what is the job of art director? What are some of your challenges? What are some of the things you have to do day to day? I mean, is it just overseeing everything? What is art director?
Well, first, I'm a therapist to the crew. That's very important.
I see a lot of crew laughing.
I will walk by her office, and there's always someone on her couch.
Just weeping openly. No, my job is I am the quality control funnel in which everything passes through. So everything that's designed, every bit of color, everything, I kind of like provide a basis for what that's supposed to look like, and then I feed it to talented people who are wonderful, and then they pass it back to me like a design or a prop or a special pose or whatever, and then I will draw all over it because it's wrong. and then
No offense.
no offense.
Right.
But
Shame.
then,
Shame. Yeah, that's how you keep them in therapy.
yeah,
That's good.
That's
I
why they
love
keep
you.
coming back to me. No, good job.
Good job.
Good. And then Jonan draws all over my drawing because it's wrong. So sometimes. No, but basically, like all the designs come through me. I make sure that they're on model and they look right, and all the colors come through me, and I will sit there and repaint them when they're not right because I'm OCD. But yeah, literally every tiny little bit of visual anything that you'll see on the screen has passed through me and Jonan.
Speaking of visuals, we're looking right now at the original.
Sounds weird.
That sounds weird. They pass through you.
It's like a poop. I pass it like a poop.
All that you receive has passed through us.
You guys are saying creating something animated is like poop.
Into the magic toilet.
It's just like pooping.
It takes,
Sometimes just as painful.
but when it's out.
That's exit the Florpus.
Such a relief.
Speaking of the design here, we're looking at, is this never before seen? Is this the 2018 version of Zim versus the original character model?
Yeah, but even that 2000 one though, I feel like you didn't really see a lot of that in the series.
No, that's like
a
the
rough looking Zim.
original turnaround.
Turnarounds are always
They're really stagnant because they're just to show exactly what is supposed to be there for the animators. So they're not particularly lively.
Zim looks like a bird on the bottom one. He's got like a
Yeah, he's got that beak.
Like even back in the series, about halfway through, we kind of outlawed the beak. So that doesn't look like that Zim doesn't look like the Zim from the later episodes.
I just like he's just like thrusting. I mean, look at
Yeah, that pose is super thrusting.
Yeah.
And
that's kind of Zim though.
Yeah. The Zim thrust.
Richard, can you voice that thrust? What would that sound like?
Oh yeah.
Gur's pretty much unchanged. I wanted him to have kind of like a rubber ring around his eyes, like a black ring. So it's just a little darker around the eyes, just so it breaks the line up a little bit.
Goth Gur.
Guyliner.
Voice that, Ricky.
Hi, I'm Gur.
Don't make Ricky do things.
Hi.
Don't make him do things.
How are you today? I'm Gur.
And then we pitch that.
And then we pitch it, and it sounds like
and it just comes out.
There's Dib.
Yeah, Dib is probably one of the most changed.
And,
See, but even that doesn't like he looks all kinds of different things in the movie.
Yeah.
That I don't even really recognize. He's
close.
darker.
Yeah, we made his skin darker. We also made Gaz's.
He's more like me now.
Yeah. Yeah, Gaz is pretty different. We updated her.
Oh, look at her body on that bottom one. What's wrong with her?
Yeah,
She's all
it's crazy.
broken.
We gave her bigger booties.
And we have some almighty.
Tallists are pretty much the
Yeah,
same.
Tallis haven't had like a really extreme evolution, but I love that first one. He's so rigid and he's got that weird.
I
post
forgot that
in
they
the
were
middle.
straight down. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
They don't have the hunch.
I was just thinking of a Reed voice for the thrusting Zim.
You're still back there.
Yeah, I'm still there. And I'm gonna be like this place.
So question
more
for
alluring.
everybody, feel free to jump in on this. How do you hope, as a creator, as a voice actor voicing one of the characters, that the fans and people respond to Enter the Florpus when it comes out? What are your hopes?
These days, I mean, I'd be happy if they were just like, "Nyeh." So I would be fine with, "Nyeh."
Yeah. Now, we have got some...
Oh, anyone else? Like, I thought you asked everybody.
Yeah.
Maybe a nice pie?
For me personally.
You know what? I'd like to have a new series.
Jenny, what were some of you were going to mention your hopes?
Oh, well, for me personally, something that I tried to do with the art direction on this is really channel how Zim made me feel. So I'm hoping to make everybody like feel that same kind of nostalgia, but like more modern and updated.
Well, guys, Nickelodeon grabbed some questions from Twitter. That we've got some fans that have some
Oh, no,
questions
why would
for
they
you
do
guys.
that?
Oh.
How old is Horvitz?
80.
First question, I feel like Wally and Kevin might be able to chime in, but this is from Lily R. She asks, I know this is a stupid question, but how many Tallists were there before Almighty Tallest Purple and Red? This probs won't be answered. That's very realistic. Any answers for Lily? How many Tallists were there before?
Make something up. That's what we do.
26.
Yeah. It's
And
canon
a
now.
half.
And a half.
Yeah.
We always forget him because it's only a half.
Yeah, yeah. But we cut their legs off so they weren't tall anymore.
That's
so
right.
It's only us. Yeah.
Oh,
Are these new
these
scenes?
are shots from.
These are new.
Backgrounds from the movie.
These are from the
actually.
movie.
Yeah.
Never before seen backgrounds from Enter the Florpus. Gorgeous.
This is
Birdie.
what Jenny does.
This is my job.
That's a good job.
Yes,
I
that's
like
good.
it.
That monkey.
You did a good
When are they going to merchandise those monkey paintings? I want
That
one. I
horrible-
really want one.
I have that in my office. I actually have a life-size monkey painting in my office.
It's gigantic.
I love those.
That's a good job, Jenny.
Sell it.
This
Kitchen.
Jenny did all this, and I drew the Gur's like doodles on
Yeah, all
the
the
wall.
doodles are
It's just been
Jonan's
drawing on
drawings.
the walls.
There's one down there where Gur has written, "Do anything be real?" Which I thought kind of was some insight into his like internal world. Like he does wonder things. This is honestly my favorite background in the entire movie. And I'm not joking.
No, he brings it up often.
Because this is where you go to make an animation, right? That's what we discussed. This is the process. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
Arbe got that. Thanks, man.
I like to bring a little light of my life into the
Question for
backgrounds.
Ricky. Ricky,
Oh, hi.
Madison K asks, what is Gur's favorite taco topping?
What?
Topping.
Taco
He's
topping.
an animated character.
That's true. Good answer. That's good.
Sorry, Madeline.
If that's how we're gonna do this, I can eliminate most of the.
Yeah. Yeah, Ricky.
Well, he would probably. I mean, he doesn't. I don't really think he cares about what's on the taco. It's
Yeah.
just a thing in his mouth, and he's chewing it. He could put an entire like mousse on there or something and be doing the same thing. I would assume.
Another question here from Kayla G. They ask, yeah, hi. I would just like to ask how many.
Did she
movies
type
you're doing?"
Yeah.
It's typed right there. Invader Zim fans, they're realistic. They type how they. I just would like to ask how Mini Moose is doing. He's so tiny and a huge, butt, and I just wanted to know if he's fine.
I love that question.
It's a good question.
That's he's good. She's good. We don't know what if Minnie Moose is just Minnie Moose. We don't know if it's a he or she.
Alex P asks, if rain hurts Zim, how does he bathe? Chlorine, alcohol, other? Does this also mean his body contains no water? Example given, humans are like 60% water.
He bathes in bodily fluids. but not his own. So
Harvested.
harvested, dark harvested.
No, you dark harvested.
I dark harvest the fluid.
Ethan M. asks, are the tallest just regular Urkins in tall suits, or are they actually taller than all the other Urkins?
Wally knows this. Wally has a theory.
Jonan has a theory.
What's your theory?
Well, I heard your theory.
I never told you my theory.
Yes, you did.
No, I lie to you a lot, Wally.
He's lying now, so technically it's like the Star Trek conundrum. I'm telling you a lie, but if you're lying, are you lying that you're lying? So, Jonan had told me a long time ago that they are regular-sized Urkins in tall mech suits. I'm not sure if he's still sticking with that or not, but I prefer to think that they're mutants and that they're exceptionally tall.
They're mutants?
They're mutated Urkins that have just grown,
And I will be appearing at the X-Men panel after this at 5 p.m.
Are you still sticking to that theory, Jonan, that they are in fact regular-sized Urkins in mech suits?
I like to
exoskeletons?
answer most things with sort of like Dark Knight Joker. Just make up a different answer each time. I don't like people knowing things.
This is from Lauren A. I love this. If you had to get an Invader Zim character tattooed on your butt, who would it be? Now remember, you
Bloaty.
have to.
I have to?
Bloaty.
According to
Would
this
it-
hypothetical.
Like, I mean, we are approaching that as a society, yeah. Probably Bloaty. Yeah.
Well,
All of Bloaty or
All
just
of
his
it.
head?
All of
Yeah.
him.
I don't know if
I have a really
in
big
the
butt.
suit Bloaty or the man Bloaty?
You have a really big butt.
Like we've
all
like
Bloaty. Yeah.
Bloaty, like we kind of got rid of Bloaty out of the suit. I just want him to always be in the suit.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, in the suit. He's adorable in the suit.
Well,
so
I
I love Bloaty.
yeah, I don't know if I would need to get a tattoo because my butt kind of looks like old kid.
No, in this scenario,
So-
you have to get a tattoo though.
Oh, okay, then old kid. And then I could say, that's not my butt, that's old kid.
It's just a tattoo artist connecting the dots,
Yeah,
basically. It's-
pretty much.
I'd get Mortos or Soul Stealer.
Does this tattoo make Morto's butt look big?
That's what I'd get. You hate that character, but I love him.
I like Mortos. Why? See? Oh, I probably lied to you at some point.
Kevin, if you had to get a tattoo on your butt,
I forgot the name, but the zit that was on Zim.
Pastulio.
Pastulio!
Yes.
Pastulio, yes. I
You're
would have
part of the
that.
collective now.
And then I could hypnotize people.
Yes. Go ahead, touch his little hand.
Is that the poster?
That's our poster.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's the
Wow.
yeah.
Exciting.
I love that thing. I just told Jenny just more lightning.
More like.
It has to have lightning. Who did this?
So this is you did a rough
I did
sketch.
the skip, but
and then
mainly it was just that.
Ian
little Zen.
McGinty cleaned it up, and then Hans did a rough
Is
paint
Ian
pass.
here?
I don't think Ian's here. And then I did the final paint on it.
Jonan, I'm throwing to you. You brought something very, very special. Let everybody know what they're about to see.
What you're about to see is unfinished and bad. It's we literally put this teaser together out of first take footage, and what that means is we get stuff back from Korea and we have to make notes on it, and then they fix it as much as they can. This isn't fixed. So I picked the stuff that I thought looked cool, and Kevin did some original music for it, which is awesome. And it's just a couple of minutes. It's not a story trailer at all. You're not going to know what this is about based on that, and that makes me happy.
It's gonna go.
I got a note in here. Nickelodeon wanted me to make sure, like, be sure to explain what the Florpus is, but it's so obvious. We don't even have to cover
Yeah,
it. Everybody
I mean,
knows.
everyone knows what a Florpus is.
Thank you. Okay, great. Next question. Here's the last question from Twitter. I know you talked about it a little bit, Jonah, but Matthew A. asks, will the Invader Zim movie give us closure of a Zim-like ending, or will you leave it open for more movies or episodes?
Wait, that's weird. A closure of a Zim-like ending?
Yes.
I mean, Zim endings were, like, completely nonsensical.
Yes.
Like, they would be dead at the end of an episode, and then the next one they would be fine.
They'd
They'd
fly
be
to the
balonies at the end of an episode. So, yeah.
Great. Talk a little bit about some of the stuff we saw. We've got about 10 minutes left. Talk a little bit about some of those clips, kind of why you picked them, and whatever you can reveal without revealing, without spoiling the story.
They looked presentable. They looked presentable. I mean, some of you, have you read the comics? You probably recognize.
Round of applause if you've read the comics.
Probably recognize some of the moments in there.
If you guys have not read the Invaders Zim comics, go do yourself a favor and get volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is coming out later in the fall, but they're fantastic. Are we going to see Recap Kid? Is he going to be in this?
No.
Oh, Recap Kid's my favorite. Okay, that's all right.
Yeah.
Go get the comics.
I like the idea of Recap Kid. Kind of came out of the idea of Dib having someone that actually supported him and believed him, but only in the context of thinking that Dib was making it up.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm a huge fan of your stories, and Dib's like, I'm not making this up. This is my life.
You have good fan fiction. No, this is real.
Yeah. But didn't make it into the movie.
All right, maybe
Yeah.
later. Maybe,
The movie is there. Like I said, there's stuff from the comics, but it's not the comics, and because it's just this one story, it just focuses on the main cast. There's not a lot of new characters. There's really not a lot of the side characters. It's just Zim, Dib, Gaz, Professor Membrane,
Minnie Moose.
Minnie Moose.
Integral part of this.
Minnie Moose is a big part of this. I love the idea of making Minnie Moose a big part of this when a lot of people have no idea what Minnie Moose is.
Yeah, that's great. Question for the cast. Is this the first time you guys are seeing some of that?
Some, yeah.
Yes, yes.
What'd you think?
Yes.
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 Very nice.
More of that. Yes.
I liked it a lot.
Gorgeous. It was wonderful.
Play it again.
I particularly liked the voice acting in that trailer. It was very good. Very good. Like some more of that.
That's how it is. It's all Kevin's music.
Oh, great, Kevin. Thank you. Thank you.
Speaking of music, if this goes to a series again, Richard and I are going to lobby hard for Zim the musical episode, where it's do you think?
It'll never happen.
With Kevin's amazing music and our collective talents as musical artists, wouldn't that be amazing?
All you have to do is
I
look at
can't
Jonah's
wait for that
face
to
right
never
now.
happen.
See, you're lying to me again, so that means it is going to happen!
Richard, Wally, give us.
Here I am Zim.
You
That
have failed in your mission,
One
Zim.
more Zim. Another episode, another paycheck. Oh, please give me money again. These Nickelodeons who seem to know our crime will surely spend another dime. One more Zim.
It could work.
Question for the cast. I think we know the answer, but if there was an opportunity to come back for more, would you guys come back?
Absolutely not.
Yes, but you better hurry up. I'm getting old.
I'm just waiting them out.
Time's ticking.
What else are we gonna do?
Ricky has been crying in his room for 17 years.
In this room.
In this room.
Oh.
This room for 17.
There's other panels happening. And
He just
behind.
I live in the wall.
Don't mind him.
That's good.
It's like a boating convention.
Ricky's crying in the room.
Ricky's in his official hiding place. We all know where that is.
So I know, Richard, you talked about when we had a chance to talk to some of the cast, the lovely cast, a year or so ago.
In the podcast.
That's right. The
Wonderful,
podcast.
yes.
Great. If you guys haven't heard it, the Nickelodeon Animation Podcast. I'm the host. They're lucky enough to have some of the cast of Zim, and then we did another episode with Jonan. They're fantastic. If you haven't heard them, they're great. We get great insight. But on that podcast, Richard, you said the reason you would want to come back was paycheck.
Number one reason, paycheck.
Right.
Second reason, more paycheck. Yeah, go ahead.
But for a question for the cast, after all of these years coming back, what was it like to see the script? The script did.
It's very funny. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's more words, and I read them. And I was like, wow, these are funny words. I was really happy.
I only read my part, but it was very good.
Okay.
I was blessed enough to be able to work on the Hey Arnold Jungle movie.
Yeah.
And awesome stuff. So as I was going to do those sessions, one of the engineers said, hey, I hear there's a Zim movie happening. I'm like, what? Am I in it? He's like, I'll probably be seeing you real soon. Yeah!
I showed up for the first table read, and they had given me the Hey Arnold Jungle script.
Yeah.
So
But you ripped it in half when you heard about Zim. You're like, no! And then marched out right into the Zim room.
yes, there's a Zim room.
Zim room.
There is a Zim room.
And it looks like the official hiding place.
I was excited. I was excited. It was like we had never been gone. It's like the chemistry was there immediately, especially Dib. He did a lot of, nyeh, 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 not this time, Zim. And Jonah was like, no more of that. No. And I would go, no more of that, right?
No, that's made up.
I lie to you often. Yeah, no, it was a great script. It's very funny. It was amazing. It was as good as better than a lot of the scripts.
I laughed out loud.
It was better than some scripts.
Some of them.
So, guys, look,
What panel were you just at?
you guys are doing a signing down at the Nickelodeon booth, correct?
I think so.
Yes.
Okay, you guys are doing a signing. You'll be version of that poster, version of that poster.
Yeah, they're giving
Same.
out those posters.
And we can't forget, Wally, you've got your panel on Sunday. Kevin, you got your comedy show Saturday night.
It's very short.
It's a joke. It's just one really good joke.
I'm also.
Yeah, thank you. Good night.
And Jonah, you guys are doing an Oni signing tomorrow, Saturday, right?
Tomorrow at, I'm at Oni tomorrow at some o'clock. I wish I knew off the top of my head. I think it's 3, 4? Does someone know? 2 o'clock. It was all the numbers I didn't say.
Yeah.
And you can see me waiting in line to get into a restaurant by 3 a.m. this morning, starting at 6 p.m. tonight.
Yeah. I wanted to try to sort of wrap up with enough time. I don't know if we're allowed to do this.
Do it.
Can we show it one more time? Do people want to see it one more time? Are we allowed? Can we? I'm looking at Nickelodeon. Is that okay? Can we do it? We get a thumbs up. Yes. We're going to show it one more time, guys. Invader Zim.
Yes.
And Florpus.
I just caught another mistake that we didn't fix. When Gur salutes and runs away, his eyes didn't turn red.
Well, you got time. You got to fix it.
Do we have time to fix it?
We're up to.
Brian?
Brian.
Guys, that was Jonan Vasquez, Jenny Goldberg, Richard Horvitz, Ricky Simonds, Wally Winger, Kevin McDonald. Let him hear it.
Nick.